An explosion on the field and behind the scenes. An unexpected statement from Vitinha after the UEFA Super Cup is shaking up the Madrid world. Yes, the Portuguese midfielder, a star for PSG, broke his silence about a possible interest from Real Madrid. And no one was prepared for what he said. His name fell like a bombshell in the halls of Valdebebas. And, as always, when something shakes the emotional fabric of the merengue fans, we have to stop everything and take a closer look. The future is at stake, and the present is already beginning to be reshaped. Fans, analysts, journalists, all were wide-eyed after Vitinha spoke out about Florentino Perez's possible call-up. His statement echoed like thunder, direct, sober, and yet full of meaning. Like someone who knows what's in their heart. Is Real Madrid about to make one of the most surprising signings of the post-Modric and Kroos era? Or are we just talking about another chapter of speculation fueled by agents and click-hungry headlines? While behind the scenes, fans are already divided on social media. Some are saying, "This guy is the future of the Blanco midfield." Others are asking, "Is all this really worth it? Or is it just Champions League hype?" And you who are watching, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Do you have notifications turned on? Because here, we experience every news story as if it were a Champions League final. Like, comment, and come be a part of this community that breathes Real Madrid. This is Renan, and I'm going to tell you everything, in detail, about what's going on between Vitinha, PSG, and the biggest club in the world. Sit back, grab your coffee, and prepare your heart. Today's episode is on fire. The 2025-26 season begins with a historic transition at the heart of the Madrid midfield. After a decade of glory, Toni Kroos has hung up his boots, and Luka Modric is saying goodbye to the club that made him immortal. It's the end of an era, and the beginning of a new chapter. With the departure of these two giants, the responsibility of leading the game now falls to a young and promising generation. Jude Bellingham is the brightest name in this new cycle, but he can't and shouldn't carry it all alone. Valverde, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni have already demonstrated their strength, commitment, and quality. But something is missing. Someone who can think the game through, dictate the pace, and act as a compass between defense and attack. A new conductor. That's where Vitinha comes in. The Portuguese player appeared on Real Madrid's radar as a modern, highly technical solution for this newly developed midfield. A name that balances youth, international experience, and tactical nous. The club's interest isn't casual. Ancelotti needs a builder, someone with the ability to orchestrate plays under pressure, with a keen eye for the game and a refined touch. And Florentino wants someone who projects the future, but shines now. Meanwhile, behind the scenes at the E-Porb club, eyes are watching closely. The technical staff monitors every move in the market, and the board knows that missing the right timing could be costly in the most competitive season in recent years. And so, amid this silent reconstruction, Vitinha emerges as a possible link between the legendary past and the promising future. But does he really want to come? Eyes glued to PSG's number 17. Vitinha didn't go unnoticed last season. He was more than a standout, he was a protagonist on a team that finally conquered Europe. The Portuguese midfielder proved he's among the best in the world. His performance in the Champions League final was a spectacle in itself. Clinical passes, constant movement, precise anticipation. He seemed to be everywhere at once. A walking radar that combined aesthetics and efficiency. But it wasn't just in Paris that he shone. For the Portuguese national team, Vitinha commanded the midfield with authority, and led his country to the Nations League title. From a promising prospect, he became a reality. From a young revelation, he became an international reference. The impact was so great that the French and Spanish press named him among the favorites for the Ballon d'Or. And that's no exaggeration. He finished the season with impressive numbers and unanimous praise from coaches and former players. Vitinha's style resembles a rare fusion: Modric's technique, Valverde's intensity, and Xavi-like game reading. He's a complete modern player who combines physique and intelligence like few others in the world today. His name has been making the rounds at the Bernabeu, and this isn't by chance. Real Madrid doesn't usually act impulsively. When interest arises, it's because the target is highly rated. But the burning question remains: what does Vitinha himself think about wearing Blanco? His answer came, and it was surprising. Vitinha is the kind of player who makes the difficult seem easy. When he has the ball, time slows down. He chooses the right spaces, the perfect passes, the ideal rhythms. He's like a maestro directing an invisible orchestra on the field. His passing accuracy is textbook. His accuracy exceeds 90%. But it's not just lateral passes or safety passes. He takes risks, infiltrates, and seeks attack. He's always thinking ahead. Last season, he led PSG in progressive assists and key passes. His vertical vision dismantled defenses, and that kind of reading is exactly what's missing in Madrid's midfield without Cruz. Physically, Vitinha can handle the pressure. He runs the entire field, marking, disarming, and repositioning. He's not just a playmaker, he's a modern, well-rounded box-to-box player, well-equipped for the Spanish rhythm. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes, Vitinha overdoes his intensity and ends up committing unnecessary fouls. He's been punished in decisive matches for harsh challenges, something Ancelotti would certainly keep a close eye on. Even so, his technical growth is mental. He's on the rise, and he doesn't seem to feel the weight of big decisions. That's rare. That's gold for a club like Real Madrid. A technical fit with the current Real Madrid squad would be immediate. Alongside Bellingham, he would create a midfield with mobility, vision, and ability to get into the box. A new creative axis ready to dominate Europe. The news has exploded in recent days. Several Spanish and French newspapers have confirmed Real Madrid is considering a $90 million offer for Vitinha, and Florentino Perez would be willing to pay. But here comes the final straw. PSG considers Vitinha non-negotiable at this point. His release clause, according to reliable sources, can only be activated from 2026 onwards. Before that, any negotiations are solely at the discretion of the French club. Portuguese journalist Rui Pedro Brás added fuel to the fire by stating that Vitinha deserves to be at clubs like Real Madrid or Liverpool. The statement caught fire on social media and reignited the debate. The player's agent, Jorge Mendes, has reportedly already been approached by Blancos officials. But so far, nothing official has been announced. Real Madrid is observing calmly, studying, analyzing, and waiting for the right moment. Meanwhile, PSG fans face a dilemma. Many see Vitinha as the future of the club's sporting project. Others fear he'll follow Mbappé's path, leaving at his peak without warning. And to further confuse the situation, a supposed post-match statement by Vitinha circulated in the media. Real Madrid is a great club. If they're talking about me, it's because I'm on the right path. But my focus is PSG. Fake news? Real quote? What matters is the impact. The soap opera has begun and promises intense episodes in the coming weeks. If this transfer goes through, Real Madrid will take a step up a gear. And we're not exaggerating. Vitinha's arrival could signal the beginning of a new era of dominance in the Whites' midfield. The Vitinha combination with Bellingham would be explosive. Technique and youth combined with the tactical experience of Valverde and Tchouaméni. A quartet that could dominate Europe for years to come. In La Liga, Vitinha's arrival would be seen as a coup, a clear sign that Real Madrid remains the final destination for the world's biggest stars. For PSG, it would be a severe blow. The loss of one of the pillars of the Champions League winning team shakes the sporting project and reinforces the idea that Real Madrid always attracts the best. In the Whites' locker room, Vitinha's arrival would increase the competitiveness. It would be a direct boost for Camavinga, Arda Güler, and even youngsters from the youth academy who dream of a place in the first team. For Ancelotti, the Portuguese would bring new tactical possibilities. A more fluid 4-3-3, a creative diamond, or even a leaner, more aggressive midfield line with constant movement. We're talking about a signing that not only solves the key, present, but shapes the future. And Real Madrid knows this. And now, Madridistas, it's time for you to step onto the field with us. Does Vitinha deserve to wear the sacred white of the Bernabeu? Or is there still a long way to go? Do you think he has the ideal profile to replace Kroos and Modric? Or would it be better to invest in someone else, like Barella, Kimmich, or someone from the youth academy? What did you think of his words about Real Madrid? Was it respect? Was it flirting? Or was it just a bit of media spin? Comment below. Your opinion could be featured in the next video, because here, the Whites fans are in charge. Subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Let's make this Madrid community grow even more. I'm Renan, and every week I'm here to tell you what's behind the scenes, the rumors and the truth about the most exciting preseason in Europe. Until next time, Madridistas, Hala Madrid, and nothing more.